Hey guys, it's Kara
and Jenna,
and today we're going to talk about headshots or branding.
Yes, very important.
Yes, so if you don't know, we do branding for a lot of people in the Woodlands, and we actually kind of like it. So
yeah, it's quite fun.
Yeah, and I totally just lost my train of thought. Anyway. A lot of people our family clients have been asking for branding as well because a lot of them own companies and all of that good stuff. So if you need a professional headshot or if your company needs, we do a lot of small businesses and we go in and take their headshots and their group shot.
And it can be simple, like we had someone recently shoot in Kara's kitchen. Just a few photos, or like we have real estate clients who ask their client if we can shoot in their house, and we come there with our lights and do the whole 9 jazzy photos.
I mean, it is actually kind of a nice break from our family clients.
Yes,
because
no one's running away from us. That's always nice.
Yeah, and it's you might ask. We have a lot of people ask what the difference between just an easy headshot is and branding, and it's actually kind of a fun difference because say I just need one headshot. That's just a plain headshot. I mean, it's really easy peasy. We just do a quick, dirty headshot somewhere. Like some people choose to just do like trees behind them. Yeah. Or I do a consultation with them all over the phone to figure out what they do for a living, and then we kind of determine what the backdrop would be. Yeah. Or you can do a full branding. So we have a whole bunch of whole bunch of realtors that need full branding for their websites, LinkedIn, social media. So they need a whole bunch of different looks and feels. And
then with those photos, because it is their personal brand, we'll try to pull in maybe a color from their branding, or maybe they're super classic and they want everything in black and white, or we try to tailor the images and what's in the images to fit their niche.
Yeah. And we do our own branding stuff, which we have to do a lot of. Anywho, what we're going to talk about today is why you need branding or headshots and how often you need to update them. Yeah. Okay? So, first off, why do you need them?
There are many reasons.
Why do you need them, Jenna? Tell me more.
Probably the most obvious is for professional purposes, for maybe a business card, a website. When someone is looking to hire you, they kind of want to know what you look like. And if they know what you look like, they feel like they know you. So whether that's your Instagram bio photo or, something like that, having a photo that looks like you, that's up to date, is important because it helps start the relationship with the client.
Correct. And to her point, it needs to look like you right now.
Yes, not you 10, 15, 20 years ago, but you now.
Right, and not 10, 15 pounds ago.
Yeah, there's nothing like showing up at a session or a meeting with someone you've hired and you kind of look like them, but I'm not sure.
Right. So that's why we always harp on people, don't wear like crazy heavy makeup, because I've had that happen. I used to have very professional makeup on in my headshot on my contact page, really heavily done hair and everything, and people were like, whoa, because I mean, you're gonna meet me in a field, not dressed to the nines.
You're not gonna put on a lot of makeup if you're just gonna sweat it off,
right? So everybody's like, whoa, I didn't recognize you, and I'm like, yeah, you probably won't, because like it was 3 shades of hair ago and my hair was really short and now it's really long. So it's always really important to keep them thing. Yeah. So just like Jenna said, professional purposes, networking purposes, social media purposes, you have to put them everywhere. So keep them up to date. Yeah. And then another good reason is we like to do them just to keep your personal confidence up. Like, get a good photographer, which is key.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get a good photographer, you're gonna leave the session being like, no,
yeah,
that was horrible.
Well, and I think the other thing too about building confidence with it is you need to tell us the things that bother you. If you always feel like you have a double chin, let us know. We'll try to, we can help you pose, or, let you know if you're bringing your chin down. We have ways to work around things, and if there's something, there are some things we can edit out. However, we don't want to edit out who you are. We want your photos to look like you. So we're kind of, depends on what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the main thing is we want them to look like you.
Yeah. Well, and we're all our own worst enemies. So I think sometimes, do it with a friend. You guys can pick each other's images. Someone who you like their style, that they love you, like you, whatever, and are going to pick a photo of you that, they think really looks great. Maybe you don't love it, but someone else did. So that says something.
Yeah. Because I hate every picture.
Yeah, me too. We're literally the worst. Like, Kara's taking my picture, and I'm like, and she's like, change your face, do something. And I'm like, I don't know how, guys. So, yeah, we get it.
There's a reason why we're always behind the camera, not in front of it. So, yeah, it's a really good idea to bring your friend, because they'll tell you the truth, and they'll hype you up, and loosen you up. So it will be a fun time rather than like, so super awkward. Yeah. So that's why you need them. How often should we do them?
I think it kind of depends on the person. Could be very often, maybe twice a year. Could be not so often when you're just having a career change. I think the most important time to have it done is changes in appearance. If you went from blonde to brunette, probably need a new picture, something like that. If you chopped off all your hair,
if your wardrobe in your picture is no longer in style, probably a good idea.
Yeah, and that's something to think about when you pick your clothes for your photo. You don't want to choose something that's like super, super trendy, because it's going to date your photo. And I mean, if you want to take photos all the time, please pick something trendy. But if you're like, I only want to take one every 5 or 10 years, you definitely want to stay away from trends.
Yeah.
We would recommend probably more often than 10 years, because you've probably changed a little bit in 10 years.
Yeah. Because then you'll be like, bangs, no bangs, bangs, no bangs. But and especially for branding, because like if you're just doing a headshot, it's probably not as important. But if you're doing branding, like we have clients that do branding like 2 to 3 times a year. Mm-hmm. So they're doing it quite often. But yeah, if you're just doing a headshot, it's probably
you can go a little longer.
Yeah, a lot longer. Yeah, but I think that we have a lot of people that do update their stuff quite often, and branding is especially important, because you want, like, we have people that do summer branding, fall branding, because you don't want, like, especially now that social media is all hot and everything, you don't want your stories to be like, oh, I'm wearing sweaters and
well, and the other thing with social media is, if you are posting your photos a lot, you don't want to post the same photos all the time. You want your grid to look new and fresh, and not like, oh, here's the same picture I posted 6 months ago again.
Right.
Like, you want to keep it fun and new. So
I follow several people that I'm like, dude, I've seen this picture a million times. What are you doing?
Yes, it's odd.
We should call them. Be like,
let us help.
We can help you here. So that's that. So you wanted to talk about what other thing?
Oh, well, yes, there are 2 things. First of all, if your clients are telling you or giving you a vibe that you don't look like your photo, it's time to update it. If they give you that confused face that I was talking about earlier, like, you're who you said you are, you need to change your photo. The other thing is, when it comes to editing, we know that we all want our photos to look like perfection. We have no wrinkles, we get Botox every day, we had a full face of makeup, we had fake eyelashes, we had all this stuff. But is that what you really look like every day? I mean, and you don't have to do, you know, like for me, every day is I don't wear makeup. I work from home. Why would I put on makeup? But, you know, fancy me, which is not very much makeup. But, yeah, you want to look like you, and we don't want to be editing photos to make you not look like you. So if you think you need to lose 30, 40, 50 pounds, we're going to be like, I don't know if you should make that edit, because if you are in the process of losing 30, 40, 50, maybe. But if it's just something that you don't like, you know, that's a harder one, because you are you, and your clients choose you because they want you. They don't want you, you know, 20 pounds less. They don't care. So that's probably an edit. You know, we're gonna do edits that make you look like the best version of you. So yeah.
I agree. Like, I mean, I don't know what to say. And you'll be able to find somebody that will make those edits.
Yes.
I promise you.
Yeah, and there are a lot of people who, when it comes to headshots, they're, you know, every flaw is removed, and if that's really what you want, go for it. But I guess our philosophy, and this is kind of our philosophy in every photo, is that you should look like you, your family should look like your family looks like, your business should look like your business looks like, and it's a true representation of who you are.
Yeah, more natural.
Yeah.
So, because we don't want you to show up and people go, whoa, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I've had that happen before.
Yeah. And it's very disconcerting. Yeah. Like, what else are you hiding from me? Yeah.
Do you have a favorite headshot that you?
There are a couple sessions that stand out. We did a branding session for a realtor in her home, and it just had really nice light. She had great clothes, and she just was the best version of herself, I felt like. So I loved that session. And then we do photos for a group multiple times a year, and their photos, I mean, they're all just really photogenic to start with. But then they pick like cool locations, or they're realtors as well, and so they'll use the client's house or something like that, and take pictures.
And they're fun.
Yeah, and they're fun. Yeah. So yeah, we try to, you know, we don't want sessions to be like, I can't move, I can't talk, I can't laugh. We want you to have a good time and feel comfortable. So yeah, the more you do that, the more fun we all have, and we try to do that too.
So yeah, which probably reminds me we need to update our headshots, which we don't enjoy. So
like I said, I make one face and one face only.
Yeah. But we're getting better at it. I think we've done. When was the last time we did it?
I know. I was thinking about that earlier. It has been quite some time.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
We just done it.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure my hair was short.
Yeah. Maybe one day when this room that we're in is done, we'll do some in here.
Yeah.
So does that mean we're going to take a really long time to do this room so that we don't have to do that?
Yeah.
We're in what will be our viewing room someday. So.
Yes. Anywho, okay. So if you have any questions for us, drop it in the comments below, and we can answer them about branding or headshots, because we would be happy to help you out. So yeah.
All right. See you later.
Hey, bye-bye.
Bye.